Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to the sweaty edition of the live stream. It's very humid and sticky in here. Ugh. So I hope it's a bit cooler where you are, but it's certainly not here. Dave is here, but he's had to nip off and do something, so he'll be back in a minute. So we will just carry on until Dave thinks. Well, hope everyone's well. A lot of talking points this week. We got news of the new Rolling Stones album coming out, Acne Diamonds. I've listened to the new track. Might discuss that. Got all the usual things: hatches, matches, and dispatches. And so we're going to just crack on. It's been a very busy old week on the channel this week. Good evening, Richard. Yeah, very busy. 3,090 people have watched the channel. Amazing. 21 new subscribers. That's pretty good as well. So if you're new to this, welcome to the Madhouse. So what have you been watching? Well, number 3. Only from this week. Elton John's 1980s albums. 111 views. Number 2, last Saturday's top 10 covers were Richard, 155. Normally it'd be number 1, but for some unknown reason, 170 people have watched the Slade ranking, which I did 2021. 170 people have watched that. And the top short last week was it was part 1 of the album. What's the spot? Was the spider? Was the bird? 181.
Bong bing.
Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Good evening, everybody.
Right. So that was the views for the 7 days. 28 days. 9,745. I told you he'd be awake, Dave. You thought he wouldn't be awake.
He knows the world is watching and listening.
Yes, he knows he's being broadcast. Yes, I hear Mr. Clippity Clop. Yeah.
Grandma's slippers.
Yeah. 51 new subscribers. So what are the figures? Well, One Hit Wonders, 160 views. The closing tracks were Richard, 179. But in the last 28 days, 349 people have watched Slade. I just don't. We're trying to work out how that has happened.
And it's not just Slade.
I don't know. It's just brilliant. Anyway, the figures for the whole caboodle, as we call it, 211,199 views, 1,124 subscribers. No change in the top 3. Jethro Tull, Derek Riggs, status quo. But hitting the 3,000 mark is Slade. Comes the 6th video to actually.
Oh, the same for Richard as well.
Same for Richard. I don't know if this is this thing, but Slade's getting on. So if hit the 3,000 mark.
There must be some anniversary. Is it 50 years?
I don't know, but it just seems everyone's wanting to watch Slade. I don't mind. Yeah. Top ranked short, of course, is Jean-Michel Wolf Rocky. Yeah, he'll be disappearing in a minute because I think I know where he is.
Oh, right. Well, then, yes. Do you want to go and do?
Hold on, folks.
You do that. I'll do Hatches matches.
Yeah, he's at the door.
Right, I'll do Hatches matches and dispatches. Never work with children and animals. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Deaths this week, the past week, we've lost a few people. 1st of September, we lost the marvelous Jimmy Buffett, singer-songwriter best known for Margaritaville, and his chain of restaurants and general stores. We also lost Robert Bicara, an American guitarist with the band Stains. The 4th of September, We lost Gary Wright, an American singer-songwriter. He wrote Dreamweaver, and he was a musician with a band, UK band, Spooky Tooth, who, funnily enough, Iain was playing and listening to today. We've added them to the laundry list. We also lost James Yancey Jones, better known as Tail Dragger Jones. He's an American Chicago blues singer, and apparently he was given the nickname Tail Dragger because he was always late for recording sessions. We also lost Steve Harwell, American singer with Smash Mouth, and we lost a lady, Tete Caturla. She's a Cuban singer. She was with a quartet called Cuarto Daida. The 5th of September, we lost Richard Laviolette, a Canadian singer-songwriter, and Bruce Gothrow, another Canadian singer-songwriter, and he played with the Scottish band Runrig. And everybody will know this one, Joe Fagan, British singer, best known for Breaking Away, and that's Living All Right, the opening and closing songs for Auf Wiedersehen Pet. But he also sang the theme to As Time Goes By with Judi Dench and Jeffrey Palmer. The 7th September, we lost, it was announced today, Giles Broadbent. He was a violinist with a family group called String Fever. Now, you can find them on YouTube, and I recommend that you search for String Fever, the original bolero on one cello. It's a marvelous video. It's absolutely brilliant. And the other death that was announced today was John Beckingham. He's a jazz musician, but what's rare and unusual is that his death was announced on BBC Radio Gloucester by his son, Simon Pegg, the actor. So he was very sad to announce. Anyway, I've a funny feeling that Iain is back. So yes, we'll do the hatches in a bit. And back to you, sir, to finish off the numbers.
Yes, where was we? Yes, last week's Battle of the Debuts was A Pagan's Mind 8, Cloudscape 4. Now this week, as if you haven't watched it, we're going back to what you guys picked. And we started off with a real dilemma for me. Selling England by the pound against Hero and Heroine. I sat on the fence. I really did. I didn't want to choose. I thought I'd leave it to you. And at the moment, Genesis are winning. Good evening, Stephen. So,
yes.
What's been going on with all what you've asked me to listen to and rank? Well, Toto, we're nearly done. 13 of the 14. Fila Kute, we're getting through that at 14 of the 26. The FM Canada version, 6 of 7. Duran Duran, I'm up to 8 of the 15. Praying Mantis, 8 of 11. We've had 3 come out of the laundry list. Well, 2 have come out and 1 was added today for various reasons. So we've got Cheap Trick out of the bag now, 1 of 20. I think this is one of Stephen's, isn't it? Morpheus. One of his picks.
Yes, yeah, Morpheus is yeah.
And Spooky Tooth. We've put it straight in today. I've listened to 1. And the reason I've listened to 1, there were some girls sitting outside where I live, and they were a bit noisy. And I thought, I know how to ask them to go politely. Put Spooky Tooth on, and they disappeared. Obviously not fans of Spooky Tooth. But completed are Lindisfarne, the Spiral Carpets, and the Cardigans. Now, I can hand you back now today for, is it matches?
We're into hatches and matches, but while you mentioned that, the poll at the moment in the community, it's 10-2 to Genesis.
10-2. Oh, Stephen just watched the sci-fi themes. Did everyone like the beginning of that?
It was a good bit of fun. Yes,
I'll give you back to Dave now.
Evening, Ralph, and evening, Stephen. And the other thing was we've put up a quiz question today because it was Roger Waters' 80th birthday the other day. So we decided to ask you how many copies estimated worldwide have been sold of Dark Side of the Moon. And so far, 4 of you have got it right. But anyway, back to the norm. Hatch's birthdays. Starting with the youngest, 37 is the youngest today. There's a gentleman who goes by the name Spectacular Blue Smith. He's an American hip hop and R&B singer and musician, and he's into social media. He had something to do with the Grumpy Cat meme. 42 today is Paul McCoy, an American rock vocalist with the group 12 Stones. 45 today is Adrian, aka General Austin Witcher. He's an American rapper with the group Another Bad Creation. 54 today is James Uringer, better known as Jimmy Urine. And yes.
I bet he has the thing taken out of him.
Oh, yes. It's an American electro-punk singer with the group Mindless Self-Indulgence. It says it all, doesn't it?
It does.
55 today is Kyle Stevens. He's an American rock guitarist with the group Bang Tango. 57 today, and this was a name that caught me by surprise. Holly Golightly Smith, British rock singer-songwriter. 58 today is American jazz saxophonist Ron Blake. Now, he's best known for being part of the Saturday Night Live band and the Christine McBride Big Band. He's band leader, composer, and music educator. 66 today is Margot Chapman, and you would have heard her voice all through the 80s, quite often Saturday mornings, usually, because she sang with the Starland Vocal Band, and they're best known for Afternoon Delight. 67 today is Diane Warren, American songwriter. She wrote a couple of songs, Music of My Heart is one, which is better known as If I Could Turn Back Time, which caught Iain out. He didn't realise that she'd written it. Michael Feinstein is also 67 today. He's an American jazz pianist, singer, and he's a Gershwinophile. 69 today is Benmont Tench, an American rock keyboardist with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And 70 today is Ben Bossy, an American rock saxophonist with Romeo Void. We're getting a lot of saxophone tonight.
Yeah.
72, and we all bow down, kowtow, whatever you want. The magnificent Chrissy Hind is 72 today, along with Morris Albert, born Mauricio Alberto Kaiserman. He's a Brazilian singer, and he wrote and recorded Feelings. A lovely romantic song that I want to chuck up every time I hear it now.
Yeah, get the bucket ready.
75 today is Dennis Machine Gun Thompson, so called because of his drumming. Apparently, he's really, really rapid and fast. He plays with the group MC5.
Yes, he's a good drummer. Very good drummer.
76 today, and this one caught you out. An American R&B vocalist, Alpha Anderson, and she was one of the ladies in Chic, best known for Le Freak. Bob, 80 today, God lover, Gloria Gaynor.
I Will Survive.
Exactly. That's disco stalwart, I Will Survive. Also, Lena Valaitis, a Lithuanian German Schlager singer. 84 today is Lattie Moore, an American blues singer and piano player, known for Let's Straighten It Out. And the granddaddy of them all today is Sonny Rollins, an American jazz saxophonist with the group Blue Room. So I've got I've got half a dozen matches for you. 1943 this day Rita Hayworth married Orson Welles, and they got married. They got divorced 4 years later in 1947. In 1945, and because Iain did sci-fi, we've done this one. DeForest Kelley, better known as Bones from Star Trek,
Jim, he's dead, Jim.
he married Caroline Dowling, and they never separated, divorced, broke up until Bones died. 1979, another couple who are still going strong. Yusuf Islam, aka Cat Stevens, married Fauzia Mubarak Ali. And now we come around to the fun bits. Here we go. 1984, an 18-year-old Janet Jackson married an American R&B singer, James DeBarge. And the marriage was annulled the following year in 1985. In 1996, Czech model and actress Eva Hertzigova, she married Bon Jovi drummer Tico Torres. They got divorced 2 years later. In 2020, Lily Allen married an American actor, David Harbour, in Las Vegas. And needless to say, it was an Elvis impersonator who officiated. So that's the hatches, matches, and dispatches in multiple parts done for tonight. Good evening, Simon, and good evening, Michael Ricefield Records.
I'm here waiting.
No, Michael is just saying that Benjamin Bossy died last year. It came up as being announced this year. I wonder if that's a website. Oh, well. Anyway, there we go. Putting you up. You're on full screen, and away you go, young sir.
Okay, so here we go for next week. What are we starting off with? Monday. A viewer's request, and I do believe it was Ralph that asked for this band, and they are a great band, Cats in Space. They are a brilliant band. If you've never heard them, if you like your adult rock, that is great. We've got another blues album. This is one of the finest blues singers, guitarists. He only recorded about 39 songs in his whole career. It's the brilliant Robert Johnson and the king of the Delta blues singers. It's an absolute diamond of an album. Tuesday, we're carrying on with Elton John's story, and we've reached the 1990s. Another dodgy, some dodgy stuff there. But retro ranking, this has been asked for by not just one person, but at least 4 or 5. I'm gonna pick the top 10 songs of Monty Python, and I advise you to watch it after 9 o'clock at night. Oh no, when there's no children about, because it's got all warts and all. And all I'm gonna say, watch till the very end. You've got to watch till the very end. So that's coming up on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to Monty Python. I'm a big fan, as you know. Wednesday, Marathon Day. We've got a bit of prog. We've got the great IQ. Do a bit of
Stephen.
Yeah, well, half of the world like it. And Scott, the prog corner in America, is a huge fan of IQ. So he said he'll be definitely watching that one. When that takes us to Thursday. And we've got a really good battle, a viewer's pick.
This is Zeb's.
Zeb's Downwind by Pierre Malen's Gong against Platinum, Mike Oldfield. Another tough one for me. You're making it really hard. Camera's View next week. We've got an absolute classic. Recorded in Paris. Just a few months before Bon Scott died. It is Let There Be Rock. It is just one of the best rock videos to ever come out of this land. I just love that. So I'll be reviewing that. Takes us round to Friday. Live albums. We've got the Darkness Man himself, the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. got his live albums, and we've got a one-off album now. The band is Marshall Hayne. The album is Free Ride in the UK, but everyone knows it more probably because in America it's called Dancing in the City. If you want to know why we're doing that, there's man sniggering, it's his fault.
Yes, guilty. It was a one-off.
Yes. And then, of course, next Saturday, it's Richard and Iain again, and we're going to go through our B-sides. The songs that are not on albums are only found on B-sides. And I reckon that we have got at least one match on that. So that's what's coming next week. So right. I've done that bit, so we can stop that.
There we go. You're back on screen.
I can do that, and I can do that.
No,
well, hello, folks. Now I can see everyone. I can see everybody. Well, I know there's someone that will come up because they said they were coming up. So let's cancel.
Record hand, yes, by all means.
So there's the link. So Rolling Stones. Did anyone else watch the press conference yesterday?
I didn't watch all of it. I watched about half of it.
Good evening, Jimmy. How are you? Yes, it was great. Now, Mick Jagger was running around the stage like a 3-year-old.
He was like a headless chicken at stages.
Oh, they were really.
I wonder if they've gone back. I don't know if you remember. There used to be references in things like The Goon Show and comedy way back in the 50s about monkey glands injections. Yeah. I'm just wondering if all three of them were running around like spring chickens. Good evening, Richard.
Good evening, Dave. Good evening, Iain. How are you both?
Good evening, Richard. How are you?
I'm grand. Not too bad.
How's the weather? We keep doing this weather report on Saturdays now. How's the weather?
Today I honestly thought it was my stomach, but it's been thundering all day. It hasn't stopped from about 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's constant thunder and lightning and cold rain.
Oh, nothing. It's been overcast. It hasn't been some split in the pavement weather. It's been overcast, and it's actually been cool because we get the sea breeze coming in. But there's been no hint of thunder or anything.
Well, it's been very muggy here. It was actually nice this morning, but very muggy, and then the thunder came on. That's why you see the fan. It's still very muggy. That's why you see the fan in the background there.
I like that one, Record Hound, because I'm going back through listening to the Goon Show on Radio 4 Extra. They're available on BBC Sound, so I'm having a great time listening to the Goon shows again.
Yeah, it is sticky here. It's very, very sticky.
And good evening, Wyoming Dave.
Good evening, Dave. How are you? Anyway, good evening, Mike. Yes, have you heard the new song from the Rolling Stones yet, Richard?
I have. I've watched the video on YouTube twice, and I have to say two things about it. The first one, it's a very standard Stones song, but it's very good and it's very, very catchy. The second part is the video makes it for two reasons. One, all the billboards with the Stones throughout the ages, I think it's really, really good. But the main reason is that blonde doll in the car is gorgeous.
Yes,
the gyrating around, I thought, oh my God, that's a number one if there ever was one.
Yes. It's a very good song. I'm looking forward to the album.
Trying to remember what her name was.
It's out on the 20th of October.
I've pre-ordered it already.
Yes.
So
oh, they're coming up in their thousands tonight. Good evening, Rob.
Hi.
Good evening, Rob.
Hi, Richard.
How you doing, Rob?
What's the weather like in Manchester way? Is it raining?
No, it's similar to it is everywhere. I think it's pretty close, isn't it? But
yeah,
I've not come on here to talk about the weather.
What have you come on to talk about? What Fantastic stuff you got tonight for us.
Yeah, there's been all sorts happening, haven't there? I watched Richard's top 30 from 1983 earlier.
Right. No comment.
I think at one point I thought I'm not going to have any of these records, but I think I had 8 of them. So it's not too bad, is it? I think you were getting mixed up at the end because you had Paul McCartney at number 2.
Oh, no, I do. I love that. I absolutely love it. There's one that I left out because I forgot all about it, and it's the REM debut album. I forgot clean about that.
Right.
But if I did put it in, it'd probably be about 24 or something like that anyway. But so I'm not so distressed.
Yeah.
Somebody put the comments about it, and I thought, oh, God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was interesting when you were talking about Talking Heads, and I've heard you say before that you've got to be in the mood.
You do have to be in the mood. They're one of those rough 8 bands. Sometimes I think they're the best. A little bit like XTC, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
If you're in the mood for them, brilliant. If you're not, okay, you can appreciate it, but no, it doesn't get too great at the moment.
Yeah.
So
I'm like that with Blue Monday, with New Order. I've got to be in the mood for New Order.
Yeah.
Found the name.
But I do think Bite, the Altered Images album, has been my favorite album from '83 for ages. I think I never get fed up with it.
Yeah,
you showed that.
I knew that one was coming.
Anyway, good evening, Mike.
Hello,
good evening, Mike.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah.
Good to see you do the TKR, Mike. The Video Central video.
Oh yeah, I was suckered into that one. A lot of records to get out and put back.
I know, good Lord. That's why I picked Rob.
Hey, Mike.
It's a good contest though.
It is good.
But when I was 3 years old, though, I don't think music had been invented, so it was a bit difficult.
I can't understand why you did it, Mike, until you got nominated by someone.
What?
You didn't get nominated by anybody, did you?
Almost.
Almost.
I can't understand.
I was almost nominated by Richard, but he decided there were better people.
To be honest with you, Mike, I wanted Rob to feel the pain of having to search for all these 3s, especially the 3rd track on an album with 3 in it. Oh, it's a pain.
Yeah. That was the most difficult one. The songs with the 3 in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know whether I'm going to do it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I mean, you could say this about any video that I do, but I just think, is anyone really that interested?
Yeah, but I mean, that's you could say that about any video that any of us do.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need to close my channel down.
Well, I think this one's going to do nearly as well as his last one, because I read under Jeff at Calico Silver did it. Yeah. And under that, Rachel's Ghost said, oh, right, you've persuaded me, I'll do it. Which means if she does it, then probably Vinyl Richie will do it, and then it'll blow up again.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I hope it does.
It's a lot of unnecessary work, isn't it?
Okay, it is, but
I hope he's watching this, that TC character, because he needs to feel my wrath.
But you said something to me, and it's very true. It's very, very smart of him to ask people to do it, to nominate 3 other channels. Yeah, that's what you call really good networking. And that really does spread out, really spreads out if it catches on. So it's very, very smart of TC to do that.
Yeah. I've not come across him. I've not come across him before, but he's got a great channel. But I was amazed he's done over 1,000 videos in 3 years.
I can beat that.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many do you do, Ian?
I've done about 1,400, I think, at the moment.
Right. That's per year.
I don't know per year. I think I've done about 1,400.
Yeah. No. It becomes a full-time job, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's a bit like, yeah. But I thought his channel was pretty good though, and I like the way he sort of he splits it up into different sections.
He's more pop than me, even. He is the king of pop, but he's the king of cheesy pop.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
A lot of those albums you would find in a thrift store or charity shop with tacky covers, and he rates them very highly, like Peter or whoever with a big moustache and all the rest of it, half his chest showing, those sort of things. The albums. But fair play to him. Really fair play to him. That's why I enjoy it.
Yeah, I've not seen your 1983 video yet, Richard.
All right, okay.
So I don't know what you put up there, but there's a few decent ones, aren't there? Like, I mean, do you have Billy Bragg in that? Life's
No,
Right.
I did not. Good Lord. No, certainly not. How dare you?
What have I said?
I just love Rob's expression when the Billy Bragg was mentioned.
Yeah, he's new to this, isn't he, Richard?
Yeah, he is. Rob understands. I can't stand Billy Bragg.
Yeah. Right. I know now then. What about Heaven 17?
Sorry?
Heaven 17? Are they in your list?
No.
No?
No. They might get on the list for 1981 or something. Well, when was their Penthouse and Pavement album out? The one that played away.
That was the first one, wasn't it? Penthouse and Pavement, probably about 81.
Much better album than the Luxury Gap.
The Luxury Gap, won't it?
Yeah,
83, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Power, Corruption and Lies, New Order, that would probably be my favourite from 83, if it is 83.
It is, but I never bought it. I don't know it.
Yeah.
I never bought it because Blue Monday wasn't on it.
I'm glad I didn't watch your video then.
I did buy Blue Monday when it came out, but I bought another New Order single a year later. Can you guess what one? And I bought it in 12-inch and I still have it.
It'll be the football one, won't it?
Was it?
No.
Was it Perfect Kiss?
No, I'll give you a clue. Alibaba.
Oh.
Alibaba.
The 40 Thieves.
Oh, Thieves Like Us.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
I bought it when it came out.
Right.
Here, I must ask Rob, do you mind if I do the compilation album for you tonight? Because it is going to be my last night on here till Christmas. Well, full night anyway. I might get on for 10 minutes some nights because it's my last week off. I have got a comp. It's from 1974.
Yeah, so it's
going
like
back
a
little bit.
I think this is good. I'm looking forward to this. And we'll make you big, Richard. It's all yours.
Oh, do you want to do it now? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. 20 smash hits. Listen to the music. There's 20 tracks on it. Shall I do them all or shall I do just a select few?
Well, let's
Your
see how it
choice.
goes, shall we?
Shall we see how we go?
Right. I'll start off with side 2. I'll give you the name of the band. You give me the song. Now, remember, this is released in 1974. Most of the songs are from 74, 73, and 72. Okay? The Hollies.
That I agree.
Breathe.
Correct. Linda Lewis.
Is it Sweet as Sugar?
No. Think of what a rooster does in the morning.
Rock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo or something, is it?
Rock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah.
Slade. You've plenty to choose from here.
I Love You.
No.
Come on, Phil the Noise.
His brother worked on the buses.
Far away.
No.
Goodbye to Jane.
No.
His
My
brother
friend
worked on the
Stan.
buses.
My friend Stan.
Correct. Do you know this album, Dave?
Yes.
Well then,
He'll have it up online. He has it up online.
I had it.
right. Bay City Rollers.
Bye bye,
Shang-Lang.
baby.
No. No.
Shang-a-lang.
No.
Don't
Oh.
forget.
Whenever you recall something, you
Oh, remember.
correct. David Bowie.
Hang
Oh.
yourself.
Would you stop giving clues?
That's a clue, is it? It's not rock and roll suicide, is it?
It's rock and roll. Suicide.
I never would have got that without that clue.
Paper Lace.
Billy
Billy
the
the Hero.
Right.
Oh,
Correct.
God.
Roxy Music.
Virginia Plain.
No.
Love is a drug.
No.
Jamarama.
No.
That's earlier, isn't it? Street Life?
Correct. Dawn featuring Tony Orlando.
No, 3 times.
No, the other one.
Oh, yeah,
Yellow
Oh,
Ribbon.
Tie Yellow Ribbon.
Correct. Now, Ian might get this. Family.
Oh, Burlesque.
I wouldn't know that.
Oh,
correct.
Single.
Well done. Well done, Mike.
Mhm.
And Gary Glitter.
I love you, love.
No.
Do you want to be in my gang? Which the answer
I'll
is
give
no.
you it. I'll give you it. It's the leader of the gang.
All right.
Side one. Now, this is an easy one. The Doobie Brothers.
Listed music.
Correct, because that's the name of the album. the Glitter Band.
Angel
Angel
Fingers. No.
Oh,
Angel
you're
Face.
close. Correct. Medicine Head.
Oh,
Is that Slip and Slide or something? No.
Well done, Rob.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, brilliant.
The Drifters.
Kissing in the back
Oh,
row.
God.
No.
No, it was.
oh
Yeah.
I don't know if it's called this. Is it like Sister and
No,
Brother? We
That's correct.
is that what it's actually called?
Yeah.
Like Sister and
Oh, right.
Brother, yeah. The New Seekers. This will be a tough one, so shut up, Dave.
Beg, steal, or borrow.
No.
Never ending song of love.
No. It's a 1974 one.
I like to teach the world to sing.
No.
You won't find another fool like me.
No.
No.
Think more memories.
Yeah, I think of memories. I think of getting all slushed up. No.
No idea.
Go for it, Dave.
I get a little sentimental over you.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. Right, Barry Blue.
Dancing on a Saturday night.
Right.
Well done, Rob. Get in there, you glam rock freak, you.
Ian should get this one.
Alice Cooper.
School's out.
School's
No.
out.
Cement
No.
Fuster.
Pardon?
Cement Fuster, is it? Fuster, is it called?
No.
No.
$1 Billion Baby.
Teenage Lament.
Yes.
Teenage Man, who said that?
Me.
Ian.
I said it as well.
Okay. First choice.
Smarty Pants.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Done.
God.
Right. Love Unlimited Orchestra.
Oh, it was some sort of theme
Theme from,
something, wasn't it?
theme from Love.
Probably Love's theme, isn't it?
Love's theme.
That's it.
Yeah.
And finally, let's see who's first to get this. Brian Ferry.
Love is a drug.
No, that's Roxy Music.
Right.
I'll give you a clue. Think
Right,
Irish weather.
Let's stay together.
No.
I'll give you a
Let's
clue.
stay together.
Think Irish weather.
Do you want me to sing
Hard
it?
Rain's gonna fall.
Well done. Well
Yes.
done. Take me off large now, Ian, please. Thank you very much. Well done, everybody.
Cheers, Richard. That was good.
That was a good album, that was.
It was.
Yeah, I got that when I was a kid. And the reason I got it, I wanted my friend Stan. That was the main reason.
Yeah, anyway, Rob, have you seen Stevie Vinyl Cupboard's latest video trouncing around the... Yeah, he was doing a little impression of you.
Yeah, I want royalties off that.
I thought it was good.
Evening, Jimmy.
It's hotter than August Tinder profile tonight. Well, this is even better. I'm sweating like Norman Maslow when he's asked for his birthday.
You're on form tonight, Jimmy.
Oh, absolutely cracking. I love that one. Anyway, I had a reply from Harris Pilton in the week. Last week we said you're more than welcome to come up. I think because of the family commitments, he can't. But once he gets the chance, he will come up. He said he'll stand for our come up and have a go with us. He said, which is nice. So it does work. He does watch.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So we'll get him up at some time.
Yeah.
Yes. So what have you heard the news?
I saw an absolutely brilliant BC video this week, and there's no fancy graphics in it. There's no editing, but it was Berwickshire Mike, and he was just talking about how he got into music and his love of Adamant and Lieback and Theatre Fate. And it was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was captivating stuff. He really, really held my attention. Well, one of the best videos I've seen for a long time. I don't know if anyone else saw it.
I haven't seen. I've seen a little bit.
I saw your comment, Mike, because I watched it and left a comment. You left a glowing comment, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about the jam, wasn't he, at the start?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He's very good, isn't he, Mike? Very good.
He is. He's very, very laid back, and when he talks about the stuff that he really loves, he's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The video he did for my tape competition, his entry, it was so laid back, but you could tell how much he loves that music he was putting on that tape. The enthusiasm was there. It was a really nice one to watch. That was. I've thoroughly enjoyed that one. Yeah, I went all silly this week with some of my credits.
Yeah. Now that's at the other end of the spectrum, isn't it? Your sci-fi video.
Oh yeah. I had fun. I did that Sunday afternoon. I thought, what can I want to do? And I thought I was just mucking about. Wanted to do something a little bit different from the normal thing. And I just mucked about, recorded that voice, and then just played around. I've got this voice changer, and I just mucked about with it all afternoon.
No, it was good, and it was more about sort of like childhood memories, I think, than anything else.
Yeah, that's what it was really about. Just a bit of a giggle and a bit different instead of doing the. Just like this, next week's will be us. Yeah, I think I have done an intro for that, which Dave has seen, but don't give it all away.
No, I'm saying nothing. I've just got a giggle in the background.
Yes.
I mean,
are you going to do your top? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say I was in uni whenever that came out.
Right.
So it's all.
Boys, I'm under fighting here.
Away you go, Richard.
And Richard.
I can't remember what I was going to say. It was that long ago.
All I'll say is that I'm a big fan of Terry Gilliam, so
Don't
you
say
can
too
expect.
much.
Yeah, I am a huge fan of Terry Gilliam. He's one of my favourite Pythons because of what he created. So
Yeah, I know that the animation in those TV programs really made it, didn't they?
Yeah, it is a homage to my. He is my favourite Python because of that. I just love Terry Gilliam.
Yeah. Oh.
I could guarantee you at the university, Monty Python night, 10 minutes before the show started, every student common room with a TV was packed. People waiting, fighting to get seats, fighting to be able to see the TV.
Well, yeah. Well, that's it. You know, this is back in the old days. You know, where if you didn't catch a program when it was on, you didn't get to see it, did you?
No.
This is it. Before video recorders came out, God, they were brilliant whenever they came out.
Can I make I say I never liked Monty Python at all. Never liked them.
It's just a shame it isn't funny anymore, though, isn't it?
Well, I never liked it. Like, you compare Monty Python to, say, Fawlty Towers. Like, Fawlty Towers was brilliant compared to Monty Python. I just thought it was silly.
I think the Python films have sort of stood the test of time.
So,
Holy Grail and Life of Brian, but the TV programs, you know, sometimes I think.
Talking of dead parrots, why don't we talk about Ricefield Records' latest video?
What, the thread?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I've got a good idea for a thread, actually, and it's bands that I need less than 2 records of, but more than none. Because I don't think anything like that has been done before.
That is a good one, Mike. I can come up with some responses for that.
Oh, so are you winding me up here? What?
I just thought I was kind of racking my brains a bit. I was looking for the sort of the uniqueness of this. You know, why is this different? And I couldn't see it. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm just a bit thick, but you know, I couldn't see how different it was, other than it was just one record.
Yeah, I'd leave that idea in the trash can, mate.
All right. Someone's been going through your dustbins, have they?
Are you going to do a response to Ricefield Records' latest desperate plea for attention?
No.
I don't know. I can't find. I've gone through my singles today, and I can't find any. They're just singles. I've always been, you know, bands. A song that really don't know it's that band. They've always been album songs in my books, but that's just me. I just there's no singles that say, yeah, this made this band. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. So there's no song that I've got. I mean, people think about Talk of the Devil.
There he goes. Hello. More than none. Because I don't think anything like that has been done before.
Yeah. That's a heck of a record.
That is a good one, Mike. I can come up with
Yeah.
So is it hot and sticky in Japan, or is it just nice?
Yeah, I was kind of racking my brains a bit. I was looking for the sort of the uniqueness of this. You know, why is this different? And I couldn't see it. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm just a bit thick, but you know, I couldn't see how different it was, other than it was just one record.
There's a big delay for Mike.
Okay, here, how's it now? We good?
You're good. Mike's
Hello.
about 20 minutes behind everybody else. He's in a different planet.
Yeah, it's different time zone, isn't it?
Yeah, you're in a different time. You were sitting there, your words were coming out, and you were just.
I had another tab open.
Oh, it's your fault, is it?
Totally my fault. Did you see this? Did you see this?
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Okay, good. So we're all caught up now. Hello, everybody. Hello, British
Good evening.
people.
Good evening.
Good
Good evening,
evening.
Michael.
Hello,
Good
Michael.
evening.
Good evening, Samurai.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it to be here. Thank you. Everybody's so polite. Nobody talks over each other. It's so nice. So nice. It's so British. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we like a nice queue, you know.
Yes, you have to queue here.
Yeah.
Rob, you're
What's
looking
this?
great tonight. You're
Rob's
one of my,
taking
my
us to the
favorite
back seat.
channels. Rob,
What are you doing?
Rob, he's like Rob the Waxed. He sits back all the way back, 40 feet in the room, just waiting to come back. So
Yours and that.
you guys, you saw my latest video, One Record. Did you like it?
Yeah, I can't find anything in my collection.
Yeah, you're not that type of record collector. You got too much.
Yeah, singles. As I just said, singles don't define that band. I'm not, like Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Always Bohemian Rhapsody. Now that doesn't define Queen. To me, it's a good enough song, but it doesn't define Queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I think I could do sort of singles that got me into a particular band. That all of a sudden, that they might have gone under the radar with me, and then I heard the single and thought, yeah, that's great. And then explored the albums, but I can't really think of anywhere there's a great single and absolutely no great album.
I'm just trying to think about that. Singles I brought, then I went and brought the album.
Well,
I suppose the Ace of Spades. I brought the single The Ace of Spades, and then I brought the album. That was one. And then I was hooked on Motorhead ever since. That is one example.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to come up? Because we've got a full house.
Yeah,
I know we got Vinyl Dave and Stevie out in the audience.
Yeah. I mean, going back to Richard's quiz, Family and Burlesque.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I bought that single, and I don't have any albums by them at all. So maybe that's one.
I'm sorry, but I didn't see the video. I don't know what the question is.
Oh, Jimmy's on fire tonight. Have you seen that, Richard?
You cool Harry only got it respect during You're wrong. It was Princess Anne and Captain Mark Phillips.
Oh,
8
yeah.
years previous.
Yeah, so if you want to come up, just say I want to come up, and Dave will disappear into the Mourne Mountains. And what?
Yeah.
So what does everybody else think of the Rolling Stones song? You got my views.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, Mike PC31 did a video this morning about Springsteen and the Stones, and I clicked on the video, and quite honestly, when I heard they were bringing out a new album, I just thought, no, this is going to be a car crash. But the single's all right, or was I distracted by the video? I don't know.
Well, anybody would be distracted by Sydney Sweeney.
I don't know. I won't be buying it, I don't think.
Oh, I get it, of course.
Yeah, I think I'll be getting it as well. I mean, I actually watched the press conference as well. That was quite fun. It was Mick Jagger, for someone of his age, he was moving better than some 80-year-olds I've seen. I mean, Keith Richards still looks dead.
Ian, I think you're losing Rob.
Yeah, but he's looked like that for about 30 years, hasn't he? He's playing for 30 years.
He's unhappy.
I take it Rob's not a Rolling Stones fan.
Rolling Stones are, you know, undeniably a great band, aren't they? I mean, I noticed Richard had Undercover of the Night in his top 30, didn't you?
Top
Some
10.
people might argue that's sort of the last good record they did. That was
Yeah.
40 years ago.
I mean, I quite like some of their sort of early 70s stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I do. I love. Yeah,
if I had one album, it would probably be Goat's Head Soup.
Yeah, Richard loves that.
Yeah, and what was Angie on the album, or was it just a standalone single?
That's Goat's Head Soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's what? Tumbling Dice, was that the other single? About that
No, it
time?
was Exile on Main Street.
Oh yeah, so a bit before then. Yeah.
Just a year.
Those records were 60 years ago, Mike. If you look at Exile was 72. So that's a long
50
time
years
ago.
ago.
And so we're talking about a press conference for a new record. And these guys are 80 years old. And it kind of flies in the face of rock and roll, don't you think?
Yeah, but it's kind of, you know, back in the 60s, they didn't know rock and roll was going to last 60 years. So
that's true.
What are they supposed to do? You can criticize them, you can rejoice in it, that they're still, you know, unfortunately, Charlie Watts isn't here anymore. If they weren't doing music, you could argue what they're going to do, just shrivel up. I mean, some of them have shriveled up already, haven't they? But I don't, you know, I ain't got an issue with them having a press conference. Good luck to them, but I don't know when I'll hear the record because, you know, it's not going to be on Top of the Pops, is it?
No.
But
they were talking. Jimmy Fallon asked them about their first ever press conference for an album, and Mick said they did it in a pub.
Yeah.
2 people turned up. They brought them a pint, give them a record, and that were it.
Oh yeah, that's right. So does it? One person from NME and another one from Sounds, and that was it.
Was a pub in Denmark Road, apparently.
All right.
Do you think Paul McCartney will do another studio album?
Well, let's hope not.
I don't think so.
You don't?
No, I don't. I think he started off a solo career with McCartney, and then 10 years later, McCartney 2, and then finished it, I think, with McCartney 3.
Right. You think?
Yeah, I really think his voice has gone now, Richard.
I think so as well, but I don't think he'll stop playing live. And I have a sneaky feeling he'll drop on stage. So now, unfortunately. Like even Ringo, he's going out and playing live.
Yeah, he is.
And he must be 83 now, coming on 84.
I mean, in some respects, you can draw a parallel with the VC. I mean, it's a matter of time before someone keels over on a video, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, the difference between rock and roll stars and the VC is they start in their 20s, we start in our 50s.
Yeah, it's that's the difference. It's that close.
Yeah.
Yes,
but yet again, Christy Hynde, she's got a new album out with the Pretenders next week. She must be getting on a bit now. She must be hitting
72 today.
72, good lord.
Yeah.
I think
so the one that Stones throw away from 80.
Yeah. The one that really shocked me was Roger Waters, 80. Yeah. It freaked me out. It totally and utterly freaked me out.
Yeah. Yeah, Elvis Costello's 69, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
One that actually freaked me out a little bit, I was watching this video on YouTube. I think it was about recorded a few months ago, and it was Noddy Holder on stage. Right. And normally when you see Noddy Holder, you see he has got older. But he was actually performing, and he was all sort of bent over, humped back, and he looked his age. He really did look his age. And
Yeah.
it's whenever people like that start passing, you start to realize your own mortality, because those were your, well, for me anyway, your initial.
The answer is he's probably already recorded it.
Yeah, yes. Yes, it'll be in the can somewhere, won't it? Waiting.
It's already in the can.
What are you laughing at there? Is it something to do with Mazzy?
Yeah. He said if you...
There it is, Rob. There it is. You can see it now.
I can't read that. I'm on my phone. It's tiny.
Oh, I'll read it to you. The Vinyl Archivist says, if Rob Walker kicks it on the stream, how soon will Mazzy have a tribute video up?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So Jimmy Barnes says, Mazzy failed to produce a tribute to Paul Catamal of S Club 7. The man has no credibility.
Yeah, did you hear about Robert Friffin? He did like a bit of a parody, didn't he? On he was sort of taking the mickey out of people who are quick to do a video when somebody dies, and people took it seriously, and he's had to take the video down because he was losing subscribers and getting a bit of hate in his comments. But if you watch his video, he sort of says he's put a video up saying he's taking it down, and he's saying that it always makes him laugh when people sort of cash in, if you like, on people's deaths. I mean, obviously, it's a big, if even if Paul Weller died, I wouldn't make a video because I'd be too upset about it. I'm sure. I don't know what Richard. Yeah. If you'd have had a channel when Bowie died, what would you have done? Do you think you'd be able to make a video, or?
I wouldn't have made a video at all. I would have been out of it for 2 or 3 weeks. Right. I wouldn't even have made a normal video.
No.
I was actually in Edinburgh. I was going over to Aberdeen. Yeah. And whenever I heard about it at the airport. I had to do a full day's work in a fish factory, going through paperwork. And when I got back to the hotel room, I just burst into tears.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have been able to make a video.
Yeah, I mean, what I find is that if you really love the person and they've died, as you say, Richard, the last thing you really want to do is to make a video.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then if you don't know them, if you just read in the papers that somebody has died, and you thought, oh, I'll do a video on that, it just seems a bit pointless. I mean. Actually, just reminds me that some guy called Jimmy Buffett or Buffet or whatever his name was, and quite honestly, I knew the name. I knew that. I knew the name, even though I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. But I got no idea what any of his music. And there's this 65 because lots of American VC people were saying, "Oh dear, this beloved sort of musician has died," and I think over here in the UK he's virtually unknown, isn't he?
Yeah, I've never, like I say, I knew the name, but I couldn't name any of his songs. And there's been about 10 videos with people crying, haven't there?
Yeah.
Well, the song that he's known for. The song that he's known for is Margaritaville, and it's being out in the sun on a hot day, and you guys don't have too many of those, so that's probably
why.
I mean, he did 29 albums.
Huh. God, that's a lot. I mean, I think when someone dies, I might do just a few words, less than a minute.
Just don't rank them, Ian, okay?
No, that might be a way forward for your channel.
Who are you talking to, Rob?
Ian.
What? Doing things in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I did do a little short for Bernie Marsden. 30 seconds of one of his great solos, and that's all I did.
Yeah. I think
If fish
it
fries
is
are
a
like-
little bit, when people have got a bit of a void and they just see it as an opportunity to get some content onto the channel. I think people can sort of see it. I did say to Mazzy, has he got a Neil Sedaka tribute video ready? I actually like Neil Sedaka, so
Can we put Jimmy Barnes' comment back on, because Rob is on his phone, he can't read it, so I can read it to him.
Oh, hang on, there we go.
Ah,
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Jimmy
Right, it's up.
Barnes says, you ready, Rob? Yeah, Rice, he's talking to me. It's so hot tonight in this country, Rob Walker has stripped down to his least heavy lumberjack shirt.
yeah. I mean, anyone who watches Jimmy's channel, I think he's the last person who should be talking about what people wear.
Oh, this is getting lovely. This is a
Yeah.
bit
Carry on.
drama. Oh,
What do you say? What do you say to that one, Jimmy?
As he's writing the scores on the doors.
Who's that?
Me, sorry, gotta go.
Okay.
Walker Nil Rice Nil.
So, Michael, what have you been watching much VC this week? Or
I'm actually heads down working on a new video, so I haven't watched a lot of them. I did watch Stevie's because I'm a big fan of his, and he included me at the end, so of course I like that. And
I don't remember him asking for permission to use me, but
well, it's the fair use thing. It's on the YouTube, so he can. So you could probably get a barrister and write a letter of complaint if you'd like, but it's your dime.
Yeah.
I mean, he put a little bit of last week's live stream on in the beginning.
I thought that was really sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, I did as well. I like Stevie.
You do. I know you do.
I like you.
If this was any other channels, there'd be people would start shouting and.
We don't talk about other channels.
Yeah, it's a good job I'm sat in between these two, isn't it? Otherwise,
you're keeping the peace tonight. You're the peacemaker. They'll be getting you up at the United Nations next, Mike.
That's right. Yeah.
If you can keep Rice and Walker apart, they'll keep anybody apart.
It's the G20 getting together in India this weekend, so we might have to be put on the agenda.
Definitely.
The two of us.
Yeah.
Is Joe Biden going, if they can point him in the right direction?
Yeah, Joe will be there. And
of course.
Rishi Sunak, all the big hitters.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Biden actually know where he is.
Yeah.
Well, where am I?
Yeah, he should start his own VC channel, shouldn't he? Fit in nicely.
Yeah.
I think we've got to go. Right, Dave, if you're listening, I'm going to have to take you off.
Okay.
Have we got someone coming in?
Hey.
We've got Grandad Nick.
Hey, he's back. Hello, Nick.
I did see a video this week. I saw Nick in his lorry on break.
Live
video. I thought that was spectacular. Nick was on location, just like Stevie, out in the fields on location. I thought that was spectacular. What did you think, Rob?
I thought that was one of the worst videos I've ever seen.
So
yeah,
nice.
I was waiting for you to get your Yuki bar out, Nick.
Yeah, I was as well.
Yeah.
Hedgehog sandwich.
How we doing?
We're doing
well.
great.
It's a long time since we spoke to you. So how's been a granddad?
Tiring.
I bet.
I've got two other grandchildren as well, but they're a bit older and they're not here at home with me or whatever. They're with the eldest lad and his wife. I don't know how long I'll last here because if little one starts screaming, she's asleep next door in the daughter's bedroom at the minute. She starts screaming and squawking. I'm up downstairs making bottles.
Oh, what a hero you are. Absolute hero,
Yeah.
man. So what you think?
Yeah, Granddad of the Year, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victory Granddad of the Year.
I came on to take umbrage with a certain Irish gentleman and his comment about David Bowie's version of a Who song.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
I thought there'd be some stick.
Do you not like it?
I'm surprised Stevie hasn't been on and wagged his finger at you.
But do you know? Have you actually heard it?
I'll be totally honest with you. No.
Well, then, there's no argument then. Your argument is shut down.
I had the chance a few years ago of buying 2 copies of that Bowie album, Pin-Ups. There's a chap at a car boot sale. He had 2 copies of them. They were £4 each, and I thought, shall I? Shan't I? And I passed them by. And I'm not a Bowie fan as such. I have a greatest hits album and that, and I thought, well, if I might pick them up, I might better give them away to somebody, you know, VCLT and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I left them, and bugger me, 3 weeks later, he died.
Oh,
That was
right.
inconsiderate of him.
Yeah, it bloody well was, and all.
The price
But,
went up.
Sorry?
The price would have then gone up about 3 times. It'd be £12 each instead of £4 each.
Exactly. But there you go. No, I'm totally honest with you. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard his version.
I will say, Nick, it's completely different. The Who is a bouncy little number, and it's really good. I like it. The Bowie version is slowed down with loads of saxophone. I think it's a pretty damn sort of erotic type song as well. It's completely different, which is what I like about a cover version.
Yeah,
I'll have a listen to it later. But, I get a bit funny sometimes with saxophone in certain songs. To me, it don't fit a lot of the time. You know, it's all right in ska and that sort of stuff. In some I don't know, pop songs or even punk. I mean, there used to be a saxophone player in X-Ray Specs, didn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hear the album. God, blimey, I can't forget what it's called now. I've got. Nah, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's one of his songs. What's the bloody album? They only did one album.
For Adolescents.
Yeah. It's a fantastic album. I really love it. But the saxophone gets on my jollops. It really does.
Yeah. I don't know. I quite like it. The really strange thing about saxophone and X-Ray Specs is that the original sax player was Laura Ludwig.
Yeah.
And she was sort of booted out or whatever before they became famous.
They booted her out, or she was sacked, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want 2 women in the group. They thought that Laura Logic on the saxophone would take some of the, I don't know, would take away the fact that polystyrene was there. She was the main.
That's pretty shitty, isn't it?
That's what I read.
Yeah.
They didn't want 2 women in the group because polystyrene was there, and they'd take away some of the gloss from her. You know.
Yeah. I mean, Laura Logic carried on. I mean, she's.
Oh,
She
they
called herself
ended up being
Logic.
best of mates.
Yeah. There was those two that formed the band, wasn't it?
I'm not sure,
Yeah,
to be
right.
honest. I think they ended
No,
up
but-
in this. They both ended up following the same religion, I think, and ended up living together briefly as well, I think.
Yeah.
That's a little bit like Bow Wow Wow with Annabella Lewin. And whenever they brought in Boy George before he became famous,
Yeah.
the two of them just didn't blend at all. And so they got rid of Boy George. And
Whatever happened to
Sorry,
him?
Yeah.
He's a judge on The Voice, isn't he, in Australia and other places?
Oh, good God.
he did Time as well, didn't he, for a while?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't he assault somebody?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
Got a question for you, Rob, from Patrick.
Rob's sleeping, leave him alone.
Well, go on. What do you want to know?
As I think Michael's got the best vote. If Michael's the best speaker, he's got a lovely speaking voice. So you take the question.
Patrick of the Vinyl Archivist asks, question for Rob Walker, and really all you folks. But I've been listening to a band called The Nerves. They wrote Hanging on the Telephone. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
No.
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 I've heard of them, but never heard any of their stuff. There we go.
No.
Elaborate answers from everybody. Thank you.
Yes.
I always thought that was a Blondie original, but there you go.
No, I knew it was a cover version, but I've never heard the original. I'll take it an American band. Patrick.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's referring to
Sound like
Blondie's
it,
Hanging on the Telephone.
Yeah.
I never knew it was a cover version.
Yeah.
I have a question
What
for
are
Rob.
the early ones with cover versions?
I have a quick question for Rob. Our future video, are we just counting LP tracks, no singles?
No, I need to get. I'll send you a cryptid message about that. We don't want to divulge too much.
Right. Okay. That's all I need to
Yeah,
know.
I'll send you a message, Richard, and we can. I've got kind of an idea. I don't want the tired format that you use with Iain.
Oh, so you're going to do it in your channel then?
No, I'm not having it on my channel.
There's nothing wrong with our format. It's very popular, believe it or not. People always look forward to our wonderful shows.
Yeah.
Although, Ian, the views are getting less and less and less. And less.
Yeah, I like the one you're going to do B-sides. That'll be quite.
I forgot I've already done that. So I'm going to include the one. That's years ago. Nobody's seen that. It's on Ian's channel anyway, so I'll be using the same one. So.
Yeah,
we've got to come up. We've got to come up with some new ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, never unless anyone in the gallery wants to come up with some ideas.
No. When it's funny when you. I mean, I'm not going to include Michael in this conversation because we're talking about original content. But you must all have sort of, when you wake up in a cold sweat, and you're thinking about your channel failing, and you get a bit of inspiration, and you have a notes on your phone, and you put an idea for a video, and then in the cold light of day, you think, I'm never going to do that. What do other people do when they think of a video? Do they sleep on it for a while?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you know, I don't put a lot of thought into my videos anyway. I just sit myself down in front of the computer, and that's it. Yeah, you might have noticed. Yeah.
There's my pad. Everything gets put on that. Any ideas I come up with, and I go back, keep going back and go, what we got here? Oh, that'll do.
Yeah, there's an idea that I had about 3 or 4 days ago, and I think I'll run with it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the worst thing is if you think you've come up with a brilliant idea, and then you suddenly notice that someone else has done it.
There's very few.
Yeah, and then you get sort of
totally original.
And then you just sort of you just tweak it a little bit, and say this is my original content.
I can tell you, Mike, that if the title of the video has the number 10 in it, chances are somebody's already done it.
That is very true. That is very true. Yeah. Maybe we should get back to imperial measures. Have dozens and half dozens.
I did
7.
I did a poll on my community, and it had like 4 options. What sort of videos do people enjoy the most? And 115 people, so quite a large response. And it was over 50% people just enjoy Vinyl Finds videos more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, sort of video that I like is, crate digging. I really quite enjoy those.
Yeah.
I'm doing that in Sunday.
Why the hell didn't you pick that one up? I would have done.
So I did that crate digging video in April, and that video is getting over 100. So like on your YouTube Studio, it'll tell you how many views it gets every 48 hours.
Yeah.
That video gets over 150 views every 48 hours, and it's on 6,000 now. So by Christmas, it'll probably be on 10,000. People just enjoy watching it.
So where did you film that? Was it Affleck's or somewhere like that?
A record shop in New Mills in Derbyshire.
Oh, right.
But I might be going there tomorrow, so I might film another 10 minutes and then put that up on my channel, because it's great for bringing people to your channel as well. You do pick up subs from it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like gold, doesn't it? It's really good.
And the best thing about it is I'm not on it, so that's why it's so popular.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with me.
Yeah, Richard's had the same experience as I. We both have done Slade videos, and in the last month they have gone through. Mine's gone through the roof. I don't know what's happening, but all of a sudden everyone's watching my Slade videos.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? I mean, got anything to do with those reissues coming out?
Could be.
Because there's a reissue of Beginnings, isn't there, coming out? And then there's that Slade live at
Reading.
Yeah, Reading. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be it.
Question for the panel. Now, you all show your faces, your handsome faces in your videos, and I think you look fantastic. Have any of you gained any groupies as a result of doing your videos?
Yeah.
That's great.
Good.
No.
Care to elaborate, Rob?
Pardon?
Care to elaborate?
Well, I have my email. I used to have my email on my sort of description.
Yeah.
And I had a few messages of I had a couple of messages of people, but I ended up taking it off because and I've met sort of people when you go to record fairs, or even I've been to boot sales, and people have sort of come up to me and said stuff. It's nice when that happens.
Yeah,
you don't know what to say though.
Yeah.
You don't know what to say, but I'm not used to it now. I've got my own pattern.
You've been at it a long time, Rob. You've been making these.
Yeah.
How long, you reckon?
How long have I been doing it?
Jimmy's on fire tonight. Rob has had a ton of filthy sex since he's been on the VC. Unfortunately, I think he's blocked my number though.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I have a few interesting ones come up on my Instagram.
Yeah.
It's obvious what they're advertising.
Yeah, I think we all get them, don't we?
Yes.
So do you guys put your channel information all on your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram? Because I don't.
No.
I've only got Facebook. Nothing of this goes on my Facebook. In fact, my Facebook friends have no idea whatsoever that I do this.
Yeah, I've got a channel Facebook and I've got my private. There's not many. I mean, I think Richard, you're probably one of the only people that on YouTube that's actually got my private Facebook. But that's a good communication thing for us on Messenger, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I've got separate accounts. I've got a private Instagram as well. But I keep it all separate.
A lot of people on Instagram who are in the VC, they promote their channel on Instagram, but I don't.
No.
Yeah. But you sort of, when you upload, you're invited to do that, aren't you?
Yeah, but mine just uploads to my page. I mean, I'm very lucky as well. My friend Lee's got a Facebook page that's sort of associated with the rock show with Johnny Walker, and I'm an admin on there, and I put up stuff that's relevant to that channel from my channel, and it picks up quite a lot of views from that, and a lot of them have subscribed to me now. So it's pretty good that Lee gets a lot of people that are from me go to him for his page. So it works both ways. But that's I keep it all private. I mean, my family know what I do, and they sort of support me through on my page. They don't mention anything on my private one. So I do try and keep it private.
There's sort of a fatigue, don't you think? I mean, Rob, don't you think that there's like 10 times more VC channels now than there were when you first came on board? There's just so much of it. And I think that we're all kind of competing for the same shrinking universe here. So, okay, let's hear it.
I wouldn't agree with that. I mean, what I have trouble with is that I subscribe to, more and more VC channels, and I usually like to sort of, at least leave a comment. But you just can't watch everything that you subscribe to.
No.
That's the thing I find. But I don't know. I mean, the more people that join the VC, the bigger the pool of potential subscribers, isn't it? Really.
I've given people this tidbit of information before, and I'll do it again. The last thing you want is people who are subscribed to watch your videos. So that video where I'm looking through the records, I think it's about 93% of people watching that aren't subscribed to my channel.
Oh, sure.
So there's every chance. One in 100, 1 in 300 might subscribe. If you watch by your subscribers, you're not going to get any more subscribers. So when I put a video up, I want it to be watched by people who aren't subscribed. I want my subscribers to watch it as well. So you've got to appeal to people who aren't subscribed. So you've got to try and put a thumbnail up. You've got to try and use your imagination to entice. I mean, I'm lucky. I can put a picture of myself up. It's going to entice people in, isn't it?
Yeah. If not, unless they can copy it and put it above the fire to keep the children away.
Yeah, I was waiting for some witty remark from you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a really bad judge of what I think would be a popular video and what isn't. And and I was at a bit of a loss, to sort of
Look,
understand what was happening.
Mike, don't.
Yeah.
Things aren't that bad. The size of your channel, you're bigger than I was after the amount of time. You get all these people, Northern Revolutions, bursting into tears because he's only got 850 subscribers. He's only been doing it about 15 months. It took me about 3.5 years to get that many.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that I'm a really bad judge of what people will watch and what they won't. Although I do think that if in the thumbnail I'm holding up some early 70s rock album, I get a lot more views.
Yeah, exactly. So keep doing that.
So if it's some sort of obscure stuff that I bought yesterday,
Yeah, don't
Rob.
put anything obscure. Don't put anything obscure on your thumbnail.
Rob, I know I got a habit of making a suggestion to you and then doing it before you do it, but I do really think, seeing as you are the British elder statesman of the vinyl community, that you should make a tips video for YouTube channels, and you should just write them down and just like do a short video with all of these recommendations, just kind of like the Rob's greatest hits recommendations. And before you even say anything, let me just say here, I gave you an extra point for that before you even answer, because I know you're going to come at me. So there, you got a second one there.
Yeah. No, I'm not Steve Carlson. I'm not someone who's going to do that kind of video. He's someone who's like really loved and respected. I don't fall into that category. So the minute I do a video like that, I'll get lampooned.
He's loved, you're loathed.
Yeah. I mean, you should show your cat. You should have your cat on more often, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Let me try and go and find her.
I find that if I put Rocky on something, they all watch it because Rocky appears.
Yeah.
It's not when I put that little video up for Rocky's birthday. I didn't think hardly anyone would want to watch that, but it's amazing how many people wanted to look at the life of Rocky.
People love it.
So, I mean, how many views did you get on that one then, Iain? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
One man and his dog.
Over 100, which isn't bad for a non-music video.
Here we go, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is Holly.
I use colours on my thumbnails. I capture colours. It's like someone told me about using bright colours. When I first started, my thumbnails were a bit boring. And they said to me, look, if you want to get people's attention, use vibrant colour.
Here he comes.
Iain, are you easily offended?
Am I easily offended? No. Why? What are you going to say now?
Your thumbnails are an absolute disaster.
He's offended.
Silence is deadly.
Would you care to expand on that?
Yeah.
It's like they're like generic, aren't they? So I just feel that they're a bit soulless. And I think I know it sounds silly, but your image, you should be selling yourself. So I think if you add yourself in the thumbnail, why don't you try and change it for a while and see if there's an improvement? Because I'm sure there would be.
Yeah. So this is what's called rebranding, isn't it?
Yeah, rebranding.
Yeah. And
you know what?
This
Some
is
people
all-
would do
I'm
it.
giving you
Some
all
people
this
would do
for
it.
free.
Some people would do it in an email, in a private email, but not Rob Walker. He does it on camera in front of an audience. Don't we love him?
I'd just like
Don't
to
we
say
just
to
love
everyone
him?
that this will be my last appearance on this stream.
It'll never be your last appearance, Rob.
I might get blocked. Get blocked after that, Iain. I do apologise.
No, I'm not offended by it, Rob.
No.
But yeah, I'm always looking for new ideas and as well. Anyway, so come January, we may have some changes.
Sure.
I might use that as a snippet and do it as a short.
What you just said?
Yeah, I did it the other week and it got like 1,500 views, didn't it, about
I
Bruce
know.
Springsteen.
You should just grab this little section from the live stream and
Yeah.
turn into a short, what you just said. I'd love it.
Yeah.
A kinder, gentler Rob Walker.
No, I mean, there's a lot of people who have been doing this for quite a long time. And, you know, occasionally they might put something in a video, they might do a comment. Steve Carlson tends to do a video maybe every year or so where he'll sit down and he'll state the obvious, you know, and he's pretty good at doing that.
Jimmy's come up with a great response to that. Rob Walker giving thumbnail advice a bit like Anne McFarlane teaching road safety classes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I mean, I've changed my thumbnails, I think, twice. So they are due a change. So I have come. So in all honesty, Rob, though, I am coming up with a new for January new thumbnail ideas.
But I honestly think that you're the face of ranking the obscure, aren't you? So I don't think it'd do any harm occasionally to sort of promote yourself as part of the thumbnail. I mean that one I did with Naomi with us like that. That was I like that, and that's the sort of idea. I looked at that and I've got that. I go, I might be able to do this for mine. I'm just trying to come up with an idea that's got the information and me. I'm toying with ideas at the moment, as they say. It's amazing, really. There's so many different channels in the VC.
Yes.
And so many of them are alike, aren't they?
Yes.
Yep.
You know, we're all a similar demographic, aren't we? We're all mostly the same sex. You know, we're all sort of in the
similar
same
age group.
That shocked me as well, Mike. I didn't realise you were that old. Yeah,
I don't know. I'll take that as a compliment, then. Yeah.
Yeah, take it as a compliment. Yeah, I didn't think you were that old. Have you retired then, Mike?
Yeah. A few years back. I was a civil servant, so I could go at 60.
You've no excuse about the quality of your videos, then, have you?
well, apart from the fact that you know, I'm getting old and decrepit, and I don't understand all these new technology things.
Mike, you know, so the first video you did was the vinyl tag, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. Well, a lot of people start like that.
Yeah. So how long can you give us a bit of info, like your story from discovering the VC and then thinking, I'm going to have a go?
Yeah. Well, it was something that I'd sort of wanted to do for quite a long time, and I was watching these videos. Hang on, we're being upstaged here.
The sweet, dulcet tone of a newborn.
The youngest participant on the live stream.
At least he didn't turn around and show us his butt.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
I know Patrick,
Patrick,
the vinyl archivist, he's always waiting for that.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, I was.
Bye, Richard.
Sorry,
Hi, Richard.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Richard.
Yeah. I've been wanting to do this for some time, and you know, I was sort of watching the videos that people were doing, and I thought, well, you know, if that bunch of losers can do it, then so can I.
Yeah.
And you're right about the demographic. You know, it's it's a very sort of like middle-aged male occupation, isn't it? VC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps me out of trouble.
That's right. Keeps you off the streets. Yeah.
So did you start? Was you watching YouTube and then you just found that people made videos about records, or talk me through that a bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, I use sort of YouTube quite a lot to just, listen to music that I think might interest me.
Yeah.
And I think it just went from there when, there were people actually sort of talking about the records that they bought, and
yeah.
And I find it quite useful sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with what?
Say when you did the vinyl tag, were you thinking, right, I'm going to do that?
Yeah, I'd actually thought about it some time ago, because there was the vinyl tag. Was it the year before, when there was a little bit of a tantrum over who should do the vinyl tag, who had the right to ask these questions of the vinyl community, and I quite enjoyed that little spat.
Yeah.
So probably about then. So it's probably a sort of a year before when I started thinking, I should really do this. And but there's a bit of trepidation involved, isn't there? When you do your first one, and I probably recorded the first the vinyl tag video probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Before I thought, sod it, I'm not going to get this right, so I just put it up.
Yeah. I always think that's what you should do. If you shoot a video, watch it back. If you're not happy with it, a day later, shoot it again. If you're happy with it, upload it. Yeah.
I mean that's what I do now. If there's something
starting.
Yeah. But I think it's good fun though, isn't it? I mean, quite honestly, I'm not. I'm not chasing subscribers. I mean, it's nice to get them, and it, as you say, Rob, it's even nicer to get views, isn't it?
Yeah, but we all have a laugh in that, but it's just it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello,
hi guys.
Hiya.
Hello, folks.
I was shocked, Michael. You've done over 1,000 videos. Is that right?
Who are you talking to, Rob? You talking to me? 1,000 videos? No, close to 200. Close to 200, and I've been at it for a year. So that's a lot of videos.
It is. Oh yeah, I think I looked at it and you thought I was quite surprised how many you've done. I can't remember.
That's just you, Rob. You're always looking at other people's stats. It's really incredible.
I am.
You're like Alex Dickey. You're as bad as Alex Dickey.
I know how many subs you've got.
Yeah, he needs a microphone though, Michael. If he's going to do Alex Dickey, he's got to stick there with his microphone like this, like he's on reporting.
Yes. I think it's amazing, Rob. You're just an expert on everybody else's stats.
So how many views have I had since I started then, Rob? See if you know.
He knows. He can just pull it off the top of his head. Watch.
How many views since day one have I had?
210. 204,000.
That's 211,199.
That's it, yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Small fry.
He's something else, that Rob Walker. Rob Walker, the stalker.
How many videos then? How many videos have I put up in 2.5 years?
Well, you said you've done 1,400, haven't you?
Over 1,400.
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
Simon, good to see you, my friend.
That is a lot.
Well, how many people have rocked my status quo?
That's quite. Is it like about 8,000?
It's nearly 8,000. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Most popular video.
Has Rob hacked into your page?
I know Simon's done a video where he's like just looking at random CDs, and that's got about 7,500 views, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? How they
I saw that one.
On.
That one was
Yeah.
riveting.
Yeah.
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 It was
Say,
the best
Rob.
random CD video I've ever seen.
Steve and I have an announcement to make. We have an announcement to make. We're going to be
Do
doing
we?
another. We're going to be doing another live stream
What the hell are you talking about?
on the 17th of this month.
17th of this month.
In a
Okay.
time frame
I
that
just
will-
checked my calendar. Hang on.
that you'll be able to listen to live.
I'm washing my hair.
It's a long process.
Are we allowed to come on it, or
We've done it specially, Rob, so you can come on it. It's 10 o'clock. Is that right, Mr. Icefield?
That is correct. On the
10
17th.
a.m. on Sunday, UK time.
That's right. That's right. It is
6
UK
p.m. into
friendly.
all our Japan fans.
Right, here's my
Right.
calendar.
We worked it out, and it's called "Views from the VC Trenches." That's the title of our live stream, and that's all
We're
we're
going
going
to
to
kick some ass.
Okay.
Not your ass, though, Rob. You're always welcome.
There we go. Look.
So
Just don't
that's
don't wear that
Sunday
shirt.
morning. Sunday
Yeah,
morning,
I'll
not
mark
evening.
it on the calendar. So I shall be
I'll be
there.
at a car boot sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. It's probably that car boot sale.
Yeah, I think I'll be watching Steve Carlson actually. Yeah.
It'll be nice to
Just
be
watch us
there.
on catch up.
It's nice to know you have your priorities, Rob.
When word gets around, Michael, they'll all watch on catch up.
I
They'll all
know
be there.
they will. I know they will.
When
We've
they
announced it.
hear about what's gone on and what we've planned for them.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
We want controversy. You know, we want
We
want something that's only borderline legal. You know.
we're literally shoveling it. I bought a new shovel. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, Rob.
Don't you think the VC is a really sterile environment? Nobody really says anything about anything.
Very much so. Yeah, I do.
What would you like
Yeah.
them to be talking about, Rob? What's not here that you want to hear?
No, well, I don't work like that. I just react to, if someone says something, I'll react to it with an honest opinion. But people seem frightened to give an opinion. But it's like that in life, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not encouraged to give our own opinion, are we? We're just encouraged to sit and nod our heads and not have an opinion.
Well, I think it's
Bit like
easier in
watching
life.
Norman- That's a bit like watching one of Patrick's streams.
I don't know. I mean, I think some people don't want you to have an opinion.
No.
I think
So-
it's easier in life. It's easier in life because you can associate to the people you want to be around, can't you? You know,
Yeah.
and you can speak freely amongst them. But like on here, you're amongst people you don't know sometimes. You know, people in the
You got to be
comment
careful.
section. You got to be careful. Yeah,
You got to
Yeah.
keep the Americans happy as well. You know,
quite.
keep the Americans happy.
Yes, anyway, Steve, have you watched the sci-fi? I did give you a little shout out.
I watched it actually while the show was actually going on, and you were doing the boring bit. I was looking at your channel, and I did catch the shout out. Thank you very much. But
Yeah.
I disagreed with your ranking by quite some way. I have to say. UFO should have definitely been further up.
It was number one. It was my number
Was it?
one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
What
I
are you
thought you.
watching?
Oh, maybe I was watching something else then. No, what's the other one?
I think the Doctor Who should have been further
Yeah.
up. You know, the original. You're right. It's the original theme tune. It's not the the reconstructed stuff. You know, but
Yes.
yeah,
It
you
was
know,
a
and
bit
that's
heavy. It was a bit.
Julian Derbyshire, isn't it?
It was a little bit Jerry Anderson heavy, though, I'm afraid. But that just shows what.
Yeah, but that's but that was the nature of sci-fi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. What I remember from Joe 90 is that Stanley Unwin was it, wasn't he?
Yes.
And he was known as Professor Stanley Unwin, wasn't he? and he used to bamboozle the baddies with his made-up language.
Yes, he's
Now, your number one is Space 1999, isn't it?
No, that's one of my honourable mentions.
Oh, is it? Sorry. Right, sorry, big pun. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
That's why I thought that's in the corner we get number one, number two, so you don't get lost.
I think it was Joe 90 that I disagree with. That should have been further up. That's a brilliant theme tune.
Yeah. There's all of them. I really love Stingray as well.
Oh, that is
especially the opening, and you said it here. You know, anything can happen in the next half hour.
I've never known, action. When you watch it, you get action stations instead of getting sirens. You get some. I bet there's some bloke that if it was real, so actions. Oh, get me bongos out. Dun, 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 dun.
Somebody went shopping. Somebody in the vinyl community went shopping.
I don't know if you want to see any records though.
We don't.
Yeah, well, we always like looking at your records.
The only reason I mention it, Rob's going to love this. This is the most money I've ever spent in a day, ever, and it's the best haul. It was a magical haul. You won't believe what I've got in this bag just from a normal. Oh God, you make me big already.
Oh, you're bringing it up.
This bag of I've got to actually put it in order. Make me small again. Right. Okay. So
Can I just give a shout out while you're doing that to French Vinyl Addict. Unfortunately, I'm full up at the moment, my friend. But from October, I'm going large, so we'll be able to have more pumps up. Yeah, I can see him in the gallery. Lovely to have up here, but still add your comments and from October we will go Celebrity Squares.
Right. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what record sums up Nick's Vinyl Butty's entire collection?
Iain Jury's Do It Yourself.
Okay, well this was a new record shop that was open. So this was after my major haul, but I got this anyway. So
oh my God!
And that is like a childhood thing that I lost when I was in my early teens. So I've been looking for it forever, and it was 12 quid. I've never seen you never see it in the wild. Okay, so that one's for Nick. Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's a couple of cheapos. So this was $2.99, quite crackly in places. Looking for a copy for this agent. I passed on it a couple of times.
Yeah.
So this is more
John
Ricefield.
Wesley Hardy.
Yeah.
The American Bob Dylan.
$2.99.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Right, we're getting better. I think last week we mentioned Static Traveller.
Yes.
What's his favourite Stones record? Mono UK pressing.
I give up.
I think
the buttons.
I think he said it was the best Stones record ever made.
That's a good one. I wouldn't say it's the best. That's not a bad price either.
$3.99. It's quite crackly in places. Priced
frying bacon.
This one, I'm sorry, Richard McCook has gone. He's gonna kill himself that he missed this. All right. What record do you think Richard would love?
It's got to be Bowie. It's got to be something Bowie or T-Rex.
Yeah.
Never seen that in the wild ever.
No.
So that was $9.99. A few marks, but superficial. $9.99. So I've never actually seen that ever. Okay,
No.
so this is same day. So
I don't think I have.
and then there was the Motherlode. Right, what do you think is the record which would just stop me in my tracks?
Another copy of Cudafini, yeah.
Ever so slight warp on it, but it's fine. He's checked. This is the good guy. This is my friend that in the Oxfam shop plays it through, cleans it. properly. So that was spending a bit of money. That was $22.99. Very, very rare to come up in these parts, but
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
so I finally got a couple of copies of that now.
A question for Mr. Cupboard.
Hang on. Right. So the guy. Now I'm not sleeping with this guy. He put this aside for me because he knew I was looking for a copy. He was going to put it on their national website because the Oxfam send good stuff like on a national website and they post it off. 33 quid. He said, I've put this aside for you. If you're interested, you can have it, right? This is the first UK mono pressing with remixed Tomorrow Never Knows with the flick back cover. 22 quid.
The sound of jaws hitting the ground.
That is a cup of shut the fuck up. That is.
Yeah. So who's that by, Stevie?
Yeah, it's by the Ruttles. Come on.
Everybody knows
the Ruttles. Come on.
Whatever.
All right. And then yesterday I saw something else. So I thought, what the hell? I'm just going to spend some money. My friend in the bookshop. This is such good condition. Yeah, it was pricey. It was 20 quid. But I'm going to get. I've always wanted this anyway. So
bloody hell.
I know.
Triple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I never see it. I never see it in this good condition. So I thought, just the hell with it. I'm going to have it. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I remember seeing the film when in the cinema when it came out.
Yeah. That's it. That's it, folks. And have you seen my car boot video?
Oh, I have. Yes.
Talking about Ruttles. Did you know that there was a French version of them? There's a French group modelled on the Les Beatles.
Les Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Say, Stevie, I have a question for you.
Oh, what?
You tend to show Quadrophenia records a lot on camera.
Oh.
And I was just kind of wondering, how many copies of Quadrophenia are in the collection?
That is a good question. I'm going to have to rebuff you there. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm going to plan a competition, and so I'm going to ask how many copies I have. So people have to guess.
It's like guessing how many jelly.
How much you want for it, Rob? How much you want?
No, it's priceless, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all priceless. Well, on Discogs, I think they're 35 quid now, 35, 40 quid. So for a genuine UK first track. Anyway, thank you for letting me share that. That was
It was our pleasure.
It's the greatest album of all time, isn't it?
It is. It's the greatest album. Did you see? There's a video by what is it? All the World's a Stage. He did a 5 years of the Who, and did 69 to 74.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Michael? What's wrong with Americans and Quadrophenia? Because
what do you mean, Stevie?
I wrote a comment. I had to stop writing because my head was boiling.
Were his facts?
Whenever an American comments on Quadrophenia, my blood pressure just goes through the roof. What is wrong with them?
Yeah.
What is wrong with them?
You need to get your blood pressure medicine.
It wouldn't have bothered me so much if he wasn't quoting directly from my own shorts that I put out, and
The thing is, people don't even have it as the best Who album, and it's the best album of all time.
Absolutely, they do.
Oh my goodness!
I don't think there's the cultural. No offense to the Americans, and if
I
think it's Steve, God bless you. I love your video, but I think they just don't have the cultural buy-in of it. I think the history, the backstory.
Yeah.
Very British, isn't it?
Richard McCook has it about 8.
No,
something like that.
Don't go there. Don't go there. I can quote directly from Richard's video where he says it's all a bit samey. I was like, I literally spit my coffee, I couldn't hit pause fast enough, and I just closed the tab down, Rob.
I dread to think where I ranked it. I think it was in my.
You're
top
still watching,
three.
Richard. No excuse. Hello, young person.
Hello.
Just going to bed.
It's way past your bedtime. What's going on in the Dale household?
Go on your
That's
way.
bad parenting.
Well, she came for a drink, so.
It's good to see you anyway, Simon.
Yeah, you too, Rob.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I've ranked Quadrophenia.
Oh Jesus, no! Please, God, no!
Don't.
See if I can find it.
No, please don't find it.
Mazzy had it about 6, didn't he? He's another one who's clueless.
Rob, do you know Mazzy's Who ranking video is probably the worst video ever on the internet ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done some pretty shit videos, but that is the shittiest ranking video ever.
I want to say this and put it in a thumbnail. 99.9% of Mazzy's videos are absolutely shit.
Yeah, okay, but let's not get too insulting. But that video is shit. You know, it is the biggest pile of. It's got the perfect ingredients like zero knowledge, Wikipedia pass through, and what is it? I love the Who sellout. That's always a huge tell of a age. I was going to say moronic brain, but that's getting a bit insulting.
I think you're right. It's a cultural thing, isn't it? The Who, very British, and particularly Quadrophenia, the whole sort of mod culture. I mean, I can't imagine there was anything like it in the States.
No. They're always glancing down, looking at the notes, aren't they? Have you noticed? You can't speak with any emotion, any passion. It's all about what someone else has wrote on Wikipedia. That's the American VC.
Well, yeah.
If you're just tuning in from America, we love you
use
so much.
simple words when I do things.
It's a smart ass.
It's like
What am
Michael's
I?
not in the room.
What am I? Chopped liver? Am I chopped liver here?
You're in Japan. It doesn't count. If you are tuning in on
my
catch up,
top three. It's in my top three, Stevie.
that's not good enough.
Yeah, you had it third, Ian, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the top three, I think it's Who's, Best Tommy, and Quadrophenia. There's not much between them in my books. You can't have equal thirds. That's
okay.
all of that. They're the most played Who albums in my collection.
I'm only joking. It's just I think there are cultural differences creeping in there. So I mean, it's like if you said to me, rank like Kiss albums, I'd probably burst out laughing. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't have a clue. I wouldn't have
No.
I could rank the makeup, but other than that, I'd have to let you know.
Well,
The number
I mean, whenever I see
crazy
Kiss,
on it.
whenever I see Kiss, I just can't help thinking, what a bunch of tossers.
When I see Kiss, I just want to give someone a slap.
Yeah, but it's very sort of contrived rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, you've got to say to the subscribers here. We do love the American Kiss live streams and everybody that takes part in them. We love you, America. God bless America. Do not unsubscribe.
Yeah, well, in a few weeks' time, I'm doing one of my bad songs one, and guess who's up on the podium? This Kiss.
Yeah, I don't think any British bands put on makeup, right? Other than Peter Gabriel wearing a fox's head.
Fish from Marillion put on makeup.
Yeah, we've had a few.
Your favourite Peter Gabriel?
Yes, my favorite.
Use makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sal Clemenson used to put it on from Alex Harvey.
Yeah,
I think Bowie put a bit on.
Yeah,
that's true.
Bowie
That's
did,
true.
yeah.
Kiss, anyway.
Yeah, Mark Bolan used to wear. Well, he had we had glitter, didn't he, down one side of his face.
But apart from that, what have the Romans done for us? Eh?
Yeah.
David Bowie, he used to wear a bit of makeup.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Roy Wood.
I literally just said that.
Yeah, Roy Wood.
Shall I
Right,
tell you a story about Roy
Wood?
Wood?
Any more trouble? So, see you later, guys.
Okay,
Yeah, see you, Rob.
Bye, Rob. There, Rob.
Shall I tell you a quick story about Ron
Yeah,
Wood?
because I'm running over. I've gone over time, but it's worth it tonight.
There goes a friend to all Americans, Mr. Rob Walker.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
True friend.
So what's the story about Roy Wood?
Okay, quick story. My father was working in a building society. I think it was at Bradford and Bingley. Somewhere in the Birmingham suburbs. Ron Wood walks in. He wants a mortgage. It's a genuine story. My dad actually refused him a mortgage. He said he had blue and purple hair at the time, and this is I think it's late 60s or something like that, early 70s. So my dad refused him a mortgage because he didn't have enough of a credit history.
Well, it came down to financial history, not looks. Had he refused Mr. Rod Wood based on his hair and his makeup, I would have taken umbrage with that.
Yeah. No, it's very fair, but it's a true story. So
that's a really good story to end in the evening.
That is a claim. That is a major claim to fame, isn't it?
Yes, your dad refused. Anyway, I've run over time. But as from about the 16th of October, we won't
do the thumbnail.
Oh, we got to do something for the thumbnail. Yeah.
I got a record too. I
haven't got a record to hand today. I've got my Bible.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here we go, then.
What about mug?
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, mug will do.
The legendary thumbnail.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Well, once again, thank you very much to my honoured guest. It's always a pleasure. Michael, all the way from Japan, you're an absolute diamond. Stevie, it's great having you here. Mike, Simon, to Rob, for Dave, for Nick, Grandad Nick coming on, and Richard McCook. We definitely will see him at Christmas because I'm altering the Christmas party night so Richard can come on.
Cool,
because he wants to come on. So,
and check out. We're going to do a number 4 live stream with me and Michael Ricefield.
Yeah, the 17th of September, 10 p.m. And I will be making a guest appearance on there without a doubt.
Look forward to that.
Whose stream is it on? Is it on yours, Michael?
It'll be on mine. Yes, Stevie doesn't have the guts to host this one.
There's going to be a lot of controversy, so any shit, it's all on Michael's channel.
What time again?
It'll be just too nice to.
What time again, Stevie?
It's in the UK. It's 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, Sunday the 17th.
10 a.m. Okay.
I will put a little thing up in my community for that as well, so we get it. So you guys that come in here, come and watch. Go and watch 3 of your regulars and others having a bit of a chat. So once again, thank you very much for everybody watching. I will see you all next week. Inshallah. Hope it's not so sweaty tonight. So good night for me and good night for my wonderful panel. Bye for everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.